So, in finite state transducers, so why we are going for FSTs are if there is a need for specifying the output other than accepting or rejecting states. See, in deterministic finite state machines and all, once we had gone to the acceptable state, it is done. Like we have accepted the language. So either accept or reject. These are the two categories we had. So once you go to a state where that state never belongs to acceptable state, it is reject. We know that. What happens in finite state transducers is, see, if at all we need some specific cases where our output has to be specified whether yes or no, uh, means here we don't talk about whether the language is going to be accepted or not, all such things. So we are going to just check whether it is uh, need for specifying the output in each and every state. There are two types of machines, finite types of automata here in transducers. We have Moore machines as well the Mealy machine. See, these two are fully different from each other. So first of all, we have to understand about the construction of Moore and Mealy, how they both are differing. In Moore machine, these are the two transducers, Moore and Mealy, both, in which the next state is decided by, see, what a question has been given to you, you have to construct a Moore machine or Mealy machine for so and so language to be acceptable. Exactly like DFSM, but here we specifically don't mention this is the acceptable state, this is the reject state. So, in which, how do you predict the next state? What type of input if you give, you're going to the next state? In Moore machine especially, it is dependent on both the input symbol as well the present current state of this system. Suppose you are in the state Q naught, and on what input you are going, so that your next state is dependent on them. So who are the two factors deciding here in Moore machine the next state is? It is decided by the current state as well the current input symbol. The output symbol at a given time depends only on the present state of the machine. Okay, you will understand this once we talk about the problems. So as of now, we know about only 5 tuple notation. Coming to transducers, we have 6 tuple notations. You could see that. I think you know what is Q is, set of all finite states, set of all input alphabets, transition function also you know, and then Q naught, which is nothing but the input state. I think the two different terminologies here are this triangular symbol and then this lambda symbol. See here, in Moore machine especially, you have the output of uh, every state. Every state has its own output. So output alphabets. So what and all the output alphabets that a question is telling to you is represented with the set of all output alphabets are represented with this triangular symbol. And output function, as of now we were talking about the transition function, but here transition function is limited to only a particular state. When you talk about the complete machine, that is called a machine function, that is your lambda. So lambda is the complete output function of the overall machine, whereas the triangular symbol is the output alphabet on which alphabet your output is there. Like in a particular state called Q naught, every state has their own output here. No need to go for the acceptance state, the end state. So there is a mapping like this. That's what I told you. How do you write the output function is? The output function is, there is a mapping of every state has its own output alphabets. Every state has its own output. So the Moore machine is like this. Let me explain this. First the structure. Let us go for the questions later. That time you will understand the definitions, all those things. See, if you look at here, you have three states here, that is Q naught, Q1, and then Q2, right? Q naught, Q1, and Q2. Earlier, if we are taking considering the states, apart from the state terms, we never use any other terms in the states. But if you observe these states keenly, you have for Q naught, you have the output 1. For Q1, you have the output 1. And for Q2, you have the output 0. It depends on the question actually, which output that it maintains actually, initially. See, these and all the transitions on the input symbols, we know that here the output function, if you see, the overall mission function, you see, uh, state is mapped with output symbols. So here each state is mapped with the output symbols. So current state, what are all the states you have? Q naught, Q1, Q2. The next states, which state it goes on the input symbol 0, on the input symbol 1. For example, from Q naught on 0, it goes to which state? Q1. What is its output? Its output is 1. So that is what the output I have written. The output here is nothing but from Q naught to which state it goes and what is their respective outputs. It goes to Q1 and Q2. I think uh, next state. Uh, I think the output is respect to the each state. Sorry, output is respect to each state. What is the output of state Q naught? 1. Because I cannot decide, right? It's going to 0, it's going on 0, and it's going on 1 also. When you have two different transitions and two different input symbols, I cannot consider the output of the next state. The output, the last column, it belongs to the current state here. Q naught output is 1, Q1 output is 1, Q2 output is 0, and this is nothing but your just as usual transition function called del.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, how are you saying that output of Q naught is 1?
That's what I told you. I didn't actually, I didn't go to any questions right now. This is the representations. So no need to
Okay.
bother about how the output has occurred here. That you will get to know once the question has been given to you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Just
you.
understand in More mission, uh, output is associated with each and every state. And the next state is dependent on, suppose from Q naught, which state I have to go is dependent on the present input symbol and then the state. It depends on the from which state I'm going and on what input I'm going, so that the next state is dependent on the present state and the present input symbol. Okay, so what about how you're going to, extend an input, extend transition function, something like that. An input is given to you, 0 1 1 0. Anyhow, your start state is Q naught. It's going to see in transducers, we don't say which is the final state. We never have two circle representations in transducers. So every state has its own output. It's based on the input, which state is going to be acceptable. So as usual, I told you in More mission, the output is associated with every state that we have seen. If the length of the input string is n, uh, the output string length has to be n plus 1. It's very simple. Suppose here the length of input string, whichever I have taken, is 4. How come the length of the output, 4 plus 1, that is 5? Just have a look at. This is the input string I have applied to the state called Q naught. When I'm in the Q naught itself, without consuming any input initially, I just don't consume 0 initially. What is the output of Q naught, first of all? Because I have to find out the output of every state from Q naught where it is going. So before I'm going to some other state from Q naught and consuming the input, let me know what is the output of Q naught, because it is given that each state is associated with output. So my travel is starting from Q naught. Directly, I don't go to Q1 and consuming 0. Let me consider the output first, to which state I am belonging to, right? So I belong to state Q naught, its output is 1. So I will write that first. We'll write that first. Then what I have to do is on 0, from Q naught on 0 to which state I'm going is, I think I'm going to Q1. So what is the output of that state is 1. Output of Q1 state is 1. Then from Q1, what is the next input symbol? 1. Q1 on 1 is, I think I'm going to Q1 only again. I'm going to, I think, which is there in the representation I have written on the state diagram. But only one thing you have to worry about is before you consume the input, first input is 0 here. Before I consume that, I have to write the output of my Q naught. What is output of Q naught is 1. That I have written it here. After that, I'm going to some other state on input 0. Q naught on 0 is Q1. The output of that respective is 1. Then now I'm in Q1. What is next input is 1. If you from Q1 on 1, I think you're going to Q1 only. Output of the respective state is 1. Then I'm in Q1. My next input is 1. So Q1 on 1, you know that again 1. Q1, its in what is its output is 1. Then from Q1 on 0, I'm going to Q2. The Q2's output is 0. So I have taken the length 4 length string, but I got 5 length string because before I consume any input character, I will consider the output of the respective starting state. Any doubts in this place?
No, ma'am.
No, no. Okay. So you understood, I think you come to know at least little bit about what is Moore mission is. Moore mission, you had a transitions over the input symbols. But before that, every state is associated with an output. So please keep in mind, every state is associated with an output, that is Moore mission. On the transitions, you have only input symbols. But in Mealy mission, it is not like that. Not each state is associated with output, but every transition is associated with an output. You can see that. I had a transition from Q0 to Q1. Here the output is associated with whom? Input. In Moore mission, output is associated with each state, but in Mealy mission, the output is associated with each input. Or else you can say output is associated with each transition. Right? So now, how about your output? You're going to write the overall mission function that is called lambda. Here the output is dependent on the state and the input alphabet. From which state I'm going, which input I'm considering, so that I will get that output, respective output. Understood? So Mealy mission is a mission in which the output symbol depends upon the present input symbol and the present state. But in this case, length of the input string is equivalent to length of the output string, not plus 1. Okay. Here, just look at the string input string 1001. Anyhow, I'm starting it from whom? I'm starting it from Q0. Q0, if I give input 1, where it goes? If I give input 1, its output is what? 0. That's what I have written here. Then, by the time it might have gone to Q1, right? For Q1, if I give input, what input I have to give next? 0, right? If I give input 0, it goes to Q1 itself. Its output is what? 0. I have written that. Then I'm still in Q1. I'm consuming the next 0. Again, it goes to Q1 only, its output is 0. Then from Q1, I'm going on Q2. On 1, I'm going to Q2. What is its output? Look at the transition. You should not look at here on which input you are going, the output you have to check. I'm going on 1, the last one. What is its output? That is 1. I have to write that. Don't go to the state and then write their output. This output is on 0, this is the output. But on 1, what is the output? 1. If you have any doubts in this case, I will explain this again. Shall I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here, on which input you are moving, consider that respective output. In Moore emission, output is within the state for every state, but in Mealy emission, the output is associated with the respective input. Means over the transition. Just have a look at here. I have to design a Moore emission. The moment I say Moore emission, what has to come to your mind? The output is associated with the respective state. Output is associated with respective state. A Moore emission to generate one's complement of given binary numbers. So now only two things to be in your mind. One is I'm going to construct a Moore emission where the state is associated with the output. And what is one's complement? One's complement, you know that when I give 0, it has to be 1. When I give 1, it has to be 0. What does it mean? When I give the input 0, it has to go to a state with the output 1. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
When I give input 1, it goes to the state which has the output 0. So this is the concept. It's very clear. Since I have to start from a state, that state I will fix up with Q0. This is my starting state. And here you can ask me why Q0 output is 0. Here there is no basic condition given that from where I am going, that state always keep your output is 0 because you didn't get any output right now. Make it its output is 0. I'm telling you why Q0 output is 0. Output 1 has lot of meanings. The moment I started my journey, I cannot give the output 1. Correct? So I just kept my state Q0 with output 0. Fine. By default, the initial state, not respect to all the problems, few problems, the initial state, if you're constructing the Moore emission, its output will be 0. Okay, now I am in the state called 0. Every state has the inputs, something like DFA. It has, actually my condition, one's complement case, 0 means 1 it happens, 1 means it happens 0. So I have to provide both the inputs. When I provide the input 0, let me go to a state called Q1, fix its output as 1. Fix its output as 1. For the input 0, output is what? 1. Don't worry about terminologies Q1, Q2, Q3. It's left to you. I may use A, B, C, D also for the states. In few books, they have given A, B, C for the states. Don't worry. Here, a lot of importance for input and then output. Because it's one's complement category, when I give the input 0 from one state, it has to go to a state where its output has to be 1. Fine. At the same time, from the starting state itself, when I give the input 1, it has to go to a state where its output has to be 0. My input 1 becomes output 0, right? My input 0 becomes output 1, right? Fine. Now this continues, whichever the state you have started with. Now, here you can see that what is this state output is 1. Even Q1 has zeros and ones. So for a state with output 1, if I give input 0, it has to go to a state with output 1. That state is this state itself. So for the input 0, I am going to the Q1 itself because it is giving me output 1. So when I give input 0, it goes to the state, same state, because it is giving me 1. Fine. Then come to Q2, its output is 0. So what input I have to give? I have to give input 1. Fine. Where I have to give input 0? From the state, if I give input 0, it has to go to a state with output 1. Here the output is 1. If I give input 1, it has to go to a state with output 0. Fine. Any questions here, please?
No, ma'am.
Others?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So this page got reversed. Just where we have seen right now, we have seen which machine? More machine, right? I'll go together. Let us see the Mealy machine for that. Fine. The same ones complement case, because I have written it not in order. Which machine we have seen? More machine we have seen. The same concept, but let us see with Mealy machine. Just see. So Mealy machine, what did I told you? It's common, as actually in More machine you have more number of states. In Mealy machine you have less number of states. Complexity is lesser here. Here in Mealy machine, states will not be associated with output, but inputs are associated with outputs. So I have taken only one state. It's very simple, one's complement. If I give input 0, the output will be 1. If I give input 1, the output will be 0. That's all. No need to worry about this much. If you have any doubts in Mealy machine of one's complement, you ask me right now. Yes?
No, ma'am.
No, it wasn't.
Fine. So we'll go together like More and Mealy together. And I think that there is a question below this. I think let's go with this Mealy machine where you have construct the Mealy machine which can output even or odd of the total number of ones in the input if the input is even or odd. Okay, the input symbols are zeros and ones. So here I think you have two different outputs. It is given in the question which can output even or odd. Here your output categories are either the output can be even or the output can be odd. And moreover, it's a Mealy machine, no need to worry. The inputs are associated with output. You don't have any problem with states, right? So then, and there is no constraint for zeros. You can see that total number of ones in the input is even or odd. Only for ones we have to construct. The restriction is only on the number of ones. Fine. Okay. In the when I'm teaching about the DFAs also, for even means zero input, right? Zero input, two input, four input, six input, like that. So I consider my initial state with the output called even, where its input is zero. Is it fine? Its input is zero. So restriction is only on the odd and even of ones. First time I am having the transition on 1. This is 1, 1. That is odd. What is its output? Odd. Suppose your string is 0, 1. How many ones are there? Odd number of ones, right? So when I'm having a travel on 1, here the toggle happens from state to other state only on the input 1, not on the input 0. Because we are not worrying about input zeros, we are toggling between the states only for the number of ones. When the first time you observe 1, that is odd number of ones. To the odd number of ones, if you provide one more 1, that will go to the output even. That even state is this, odd state is this. Just fix up 2 states. One is even output, one more is odd output. When I have odd number of ones, I have to go to odd state. I have, after 1, when I'm in Q1, if I consume one more 1, I go to even number of states, to the state where its output is even. For zeros, you be in the same, whether it is even or odd. Where Q0 is the state which has the output even, Q1 is the state which has the output odd. Toggle between the states, go from Q0 to Q1, Q1 to Q0 is called toggling. You go between the states only for 1, not for zeros. This is a typical problem. It's okay. Okay, here it is telling you need to construct which machine it is. Again, Mealy machine, right? Because inputs are associated with outputs, it's a Mealy machine. Print A. Printing A means it is the output, remember. Whenever the sequence 0, 1 is encountered. Okay, you know how to construct a DFA which ends with 0, 1, right? Which ends with 0, 1. Now don't consider anything, just consider only the inputs and states. Don't consider your outputs. Whenever you get 0, 1, make its output as A. Remaining all the outputs will be B. You have to print A when you reach the sequence 0, 1. That's all. Just construct a DFA with 0, 1. 0, 1. Don't see outputs. See only inputs. I have 3 states here, A, B, C. If you want, you can keep Q0, Q1, Q2. 0, 1. Again from C, if I give input 0, where it has to go? It has to go to B, so that I will end with 1. So this is the DFA, something called DFA, which will end with 0, 1. That's all. 0, 1, 0, 1. So for C, I have given 0 input. What about 1 input? Even if I give 1 input, it has to end up with 0, 1. Correct? And it is told 0, 1. It may start with 1 also. So that 1 I have given here for A. So when I'm in B, 0, 1. So remaining inputs you have to fill it off after you provide the skeletal diagram 0, 1. What about its outputs? Where is your accepting, where is the state getting accepted here is C, right? 0, 1. Anywhere you travel, but it will end up with C after consuming 0, 1. So after consuming 0, 1, only this path has to be A. Means you have to print A here. Remaining all you give B. When you are here, my input is 1. When my input is 1, I can say the output is B. When the input is 0, 1, only then your output has to be A. When the input is 0, 1, my output is what? A. Suppose 0, 0, output is B. 1, 0, output is B. Okay. Anywhere in between, once you accepted with 0, 1, you will be printing A. That's all. Remaining all B. Any doubts in this question?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, just look at the same more emission for that. Right now, I told you are going to print A for the sequence 01, right? For the sequence 01, just construct. I think it will be very simple. More emission means what? Output is associated with each and every state. So if I construct a skeleton diagram for here states are A, B, C, outputs are A and B, small a and small b. When your output will be A, only when you reach 0, 1. 0, 1, my output is A. So the remaining states, you see the output, what I have written? I have written the output B. And remaining giving inputs, you know that. 0, 1, where you give 1 here. For the A, where you give input 1 to the self, because 1, 0, 1 will be accepted. For B, coming B, where you will give input, because 1 already given, input 0, so it will end with 0, 1. Here, it will end with 0, 1. Here, suppose 1, if I take it to A, so that it will end with 0, 1. Only the acceptable state is C, so its output is A. Remaining state's output is B. The same question, but this is more emission, where the output is associated with each states. It's coming to next fellow. Here it's a meal emission. Meal emission in the sense, your inputs and outputs are associated over the transition. What you have to do in this question? You need to print 1, whether the string ends with AA or BB. AA or BB. Ends with means it may also start with AA and then BB. So here I have taken 3 states. Since it's a meal emission, I have associated output with input. Fine. Just right now, don't worry about your outputs. Just worry about only input. Or else we'll go together here. Okay, my travel starts from A. It has 2 directions, one that will start with A, one that will start with B. I have taken one direction with A, one direction with B. After A, definitely I have to take one more A, only then I can print 1. I can print 1 only for AA and BB. Same wise, B and then B. I can print 1. For a single A, what is my output? 0. For a single B, what is my output? 0. Suppose if after A, I consume one more B, for AB, it is not, only for AA, BB, I have to consider, right? After A, if I take one more B, why I am going to C? You tell me, can anybody? Yes? Are you understanding first of all? Just let me call each. Yes, Nivedita. Nivedita Prasad is in line. Lekit. Meghna.
Yes, ma'am.
How about others? I don't know. Gunpreet,
Yes, ma'am.
are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am, I'm understanding, but I don't know why. I was also thinking why you're going to C and why back to B.
Okay, that at least you people have to answer, no?
Sorry, ma'am.
Ma'am, could you please repeat the question?
Yeah, the question is like this. right? So design a melee mission accepting the language consisting of the strings, and the string should end with either AA, BB. Only then you can print one. See, they will not give you whether they print one or zero. I'll tell you, here we know that input alphabets are A and B. When your input alphabets are A and B, just make sure your output alphabets are zeros and ones. Fine? But only when the input is AA and then BB, anything of this, I can print one. I have assumed. Printing one means you have a proper output, not printing zero, right? So you need to print one only when your string ends with AA. So that transaction has the output one. That's what I told you. So it may have AA string or BB string. So I had two parts. One is that goes with A, one more that goes with B. Fine. So for the initial A, since it is not AA, I have taken only one single A. So I kept the input 0. If after for the state A, you have given both the inputs, no problem. You have given one input A, one more input B. So A got satisfied fully. But for a single B and single A, the output has to be 0 only. Okay, after A, in my state B, if I take one more A, probably this is the acceptable state called 1. Because already I have consumed A, my output is 0, no issue because 1A, 0 only. After 1A, if I consume one more A, what is that? AA. For AA, the output has to be 1. Okay. For B, I have given input A. So, what about input B? What about input B? Where I have to give?
C,
Don't
ma'am.
know, ma'am.
Yes? Yes.
C, ma'am.
Yeah. Previous state. Which are the, what do you say? What I can say is nearby states. B and C only.
Ma'am, but like once we are giving AA, so B and C will eventually be the final states. And our question is that it should end with AA or BB. So if we if we take B from that, then it will not end with AA.
Input. Fine.
Ma'am, you were not audible.
Yeah, I'm now I think connectivity issues.
Yes,
Can you
ma'am,
able
you're
to?
audible now. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in Mealy mission, don't worry about to which state I have to go. Because here states are not associated with outputs. Always you have to be worry about outputs. If it is more a mission, outputs are associated with states. So you need to worry about to which state you have to go. Since it's a melee mission, you no need to worry about the state. You need to worry about the input so that which input as of now I have consumed so that I will go to the respective output. Correct? So after A, if I consume one more A, that is okay. My output is 1. After A, there is a chance of consuming B also, right? For the B, you go to the immediate state. For B, the immediate state is C. Now the communication in the second level. First level communication A is done. Second level communication BC. Fine. For B, AB anyhow not acceptable category. So the output is 0. Don't worry about which state you are going. Gunpreet, is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Okay. Then from C, I know that already you have consumed B. If I consume one more B, I will be in the same state. Reduce the transition. I will be in the same state, but I will accept one. Okay, this is the self state B. This is the acceptable state. Now after B, if I consume A, go to some other state, but your output is 0.
Understood, ma'am.
And one more systematically, I will tell you. This is the correct way than whatever I have told you right now. Just listen everyone carefully. This is the exact thing, whichever I am telling, that is the correct one. Now listen carefully. What I have to tell you is, okay, on A, it's going to be, on what is the output here?
0.
0. Unknowingly, now the state B has output 0, as well the output 1. Correct? Now, from B, if you want to give the input B, if I want to give input A, okay, this is the acceptable state, I will give 1. And one thing that I got here is, if I wanted to give input B where its output has to be 0, I have to go to a state, already that state has reached with output 0. Why I am going to C on the input B? The reason is, already I got C on the output 0. You can ask me, ma'am, I'm getting B also on the output 0, but B is the proper state with output 1. From B, where I have to go right now, on the input B, I have to go to a state. Here the state is C, because why I have to go is, here the output is 0. Already C, you got it with output 0. You can say,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, C has, this is somewhat peculiar case. There are few problems which you will get very neatly. While converting Mealy to motivation, I will try to explain that. From C, okay, B and then B, fine, output is 1. A, you please go to B, because B, you already got it on output 0. So now the output 0 for input A. After B, if you consume A, your output is 0. So you go to a state which already got the output 0, that is also B. It's mutually actually. B has two different things. The input output 0 and then 1. C also output 0 and then 1. In this problem particularly, I cannot explain that category. One thing you fix, immediate state, but that state is also having the transition with output the same. Definitely that possibility will come in the further problems I will explain. Okay. One second. Just listen this is the last question which you have. One's complement we have seen, right? We didn't come across the two's complement. Two's complement. When I try to do that, I think all of you are familiar with two's complement, what we have to do. First, we have to convert that into one's complement, then adding 1 to the LSB. LSB, you know that from right to left, the most least significant bit is 0 here, LSB. Okay, this is why I have taken the string 1011. Its ones complement is 0100, changing zeros into ones and ones to zeros. And then to the LSB, I will add 1. Right? So I got this. Now I'm just getting the correlation between my input string and then the output string, two's complement. I found that LSB is same all the time, whether the LSB is 0 or 1. If I do a 2's complement, if you want to try, you can try right now. If my LSB of the input string either 1 or 0, that is remained as such. Even with 0, if I convert that 0 to 1, 1 plus 1, again here I will get 0. So whatever may be the input string I considered, after converting that input string into its respective 2's complement, the LSB never changes. The remaining of LSB will change. 1 means 0 I got, 0 means 1 I got, 1 means 0 I got, but LSB never changes. Whether the LSB can be 1 or 0, the LSB remains the same. So keep it as it is, remaining you change. So in this case, I am constructing two machines, Mealy as well the Moore machine. You know that Mealy machine in the sense not associated the output with the state, the input is associated with the output, right? So, what do you mean? LSB is the first bit that you read, right? 2 power 0th bit. Correct? If the first bit is 0, is my output changed? No. If this is 0, here also 0. If this is 1, here also 1. That's what I told you. LSB never changes, even if you take the 2's complement. So, the first bit, if I am reading 0, it will not change. It will be with 0 only. Output 0 means you will be in the same state here. This is also one of the hint. When my input is 0, I will be in the same state. When my input is 1, I will be going to some other state. Clear? But if my LSB bit, what do you mean by LSB? Being in Q0, either you may read 0 or you may read 1. That is your LSB, right? When the LSB is 0, the output is also 0. 2's complement also 0. When your LSB is 1, its 2's complement is also 1. But after this LSB bit, whatever the bits you read, if you read 0, it will be 1. If you read 1, it will be 0. Any doubts in this question?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Same question going to Moore machine. This is Mealy machine, this is Moore machine. Right. You see the number of states. There it is 2, here it is 4. It is double the states then. Okay. So now what I have to do is, since output is associated with each state, no? So I just take, by default for the state Q0, I will take the input 0. Sorry, output 0. For Q1, I will take the output as 1. Now, if my LSB is 0, it will go to a state. What is its output then?
0.
0 only. So I have to go to which state? Q0 only, where its output is 0. Clear? I had two different states here. Q0, whose output is 0. Q1, whose output is 1. If I consider my LSB is 0, it has to go to Q0. Why? Because if LSB is 0, output is also 0. So I have to go to Q0. If LSB 1, I have two paths. Either I may go for the strings which will start with 0, I may go for the strings which will start with 1. If my LSB is 1, means my input is 1. My output is also has to be 1, so the state is Q1. I cannot give two different outputs for the single state, so I have taken two different states here, Q0 and then Q1. If my LSB is 1, I have to go to a state whose output is 1. Okay, now LSB concept is done. Whether you read 0 as your LSB bit or 1 as your LSB bit, your concept is done. After LSB, if you read 0, it has to go to a state whose output is 1. After LSB, if you read 1, it has to go to a state whose output has to be 0. Fine. Suppose for Q2, if I want to, I already has given 0, so it goes to a state. Okay. I think for Q2, Q3, I didn't given any outputs in any inputs. For example, Q2, you are very particular about the output of this is 1. what has to be then its input?
0.
0. And you're very particular about Q3 because from Q1 on 1, it has gone to a state Q3 since its output is 0. So for 1, output is 0. So Q3's output is 0. So which has to be its input now? Its input
1.
has to be 1. So its input has 1, its input is 0. So it has gone to state 1. Vice versa. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So according to my possibility, I have taken problems from so many books. Since your prescribed book, it is not available much. If possible, I'll try to cover with a few more examples in the next class. Mealy and More machines. And we will see the conversions. We have seen a biggest problem. In More, you have lot of states, where in Mealy machine, you don't have much states. So we had a conversion from, what to say, More machine to Mealy machine. We will do that in the next class. 1 second, please.